All right, boys and girls, happy Tuesday. Today is May 5th, and today for reading, this is going to be day 2 of the Making Connections, one of my favorite reading strategies to practice. You will need an electronic device with sound, a fiction book of your choice, and a Google Doc. If you do not have many books at home, remember you always have the option to go on Raz-Kids. So again, there are 3 different ways to make a connection while reading: text to text, text to self, and text to the world. Remember, text to self, those are the easiest connections that we could make. That's when we're thinking of, oh, well, this reminds me of something that happened in my own life. You could really relate to those. Text to text is when something that you're reading reminds you of another book that you read. And text to world is when something that you're reading reminds you of something that's going on in the world, something that you saw on the news. Okay, that's the trickiest connection to make. So today, try to really focus on, of course, those text to self connections, something that is reminded of your own life. If you could think of another book and do a text to text, and if you really want to challenge yourself, you can try to do the text to world connection. For writing today, we're going to be brainstorming. So you need an electronic device with sound, the Google Slide. And I want you to think, as we begin brainstorming, you will be thinking about what kind of characters you would like to write about and different settings where your story could take place. For foundations, today you're going to do dictation. So you will need an electronic device with sound, and either the printed paper or just plain, lined paper is fine too. So you're going to be listening to words and sentences, and that helps us to hear the words and sound them out. So think about the different rules you've learned to help you spell the words correctly. Math, you're going to do kind of like a part 2 of your rounding, right? Your estimating, your ballpark estimates. There's so many names for it. So you will need an electronic device with sound, hundreds chart, worksheet, and the math boxes. So today you're going to really be focusing on ballpark estimates. I hope you guys got a chance to watch that We Will Round You video yesterday. Very catchy. That song gets stuck in my head. So if you didn't get a chance to listen to that yesterday, it's about like a minute, and it's a song about how to round up or how to round down, right? 4 or less, let it rest. 5 or more, raise the score.
Mom, I want this.
And it's to the sound of We Will Rock You. So it's pretty
We will rock you. We will rock you.
it's pretty catchy.
Chipmunk.
Here.
I'm a big nose.
Here you go. Okay, sorry. So an estimate is a close but not exact solution to a math problem. In order to make a ballpark estimate, round each number in the number sentence to the nearest 10, then add or subtract. Science, same thing. So this is due tomorrow. So remember, you're simply making observations. You need a piece of paper, pencil. You can use the outdoor observation Google Doc if you want, but you don't have to. If you want to, save your paper, save your ink, you can just use a regular piece of paper. And as you sit outside or even next to your window, notice the different animals you see. Notice the different plants you see. Do a sketch, right? Write about your findings. So it's kind of something fun to do because the weather's been very nice. Go outside, get some fresh air, and enjoy. And of course, you have your additional resources for you with each subject. So let's head into our classroom.
Mom, it was so low for me. I want to play with the.
So if we look at our checklist,
What's it?
okay, it has to load. Let it load. So if we look at our checklist, just to kind of reinforce what I just said, you have your Google Doc, your connections one, that you're going to turn in for reading. Your math is optional. Submit worksheet through DocHub, like I showed you yesterday, or you can email. Okay, that's optional. Your writing, you're going to turn in the Google Slide. So again, yesterday, I think some people still press the share button and it was emailed to me. That's okay because I can still see it, but I prefer you to press the turn in button. So just pay close attention. I'll show you once again how to press the turn in button for the Google Slides. And foundations, you're going to send the dictation sheet to your teacher. You could do it through DocHub. You could take a picture. And science, social studies, you're going to send your picture or observations through email or DocHub, whatever's easier for you. We also added in just like a fun little social studies video because today is Cinco de Mayo. It's May 5th. So if you want to learn more about that, there is a video that you can watch. And then today's Tuesday, so you're going to have your world language today. So for math, now remember we switched it around, tried to make it a little bit easier, and the most recent, your today's assignment is right at the tippy top, right next to the word math. So when you click on it, press View Assignment, and you're going to make ballpark estimates and record your own strategies for solving addition problems. So there's a hundreds chart here. There's a video on how to use rounding and estimating to see if your answer is correct. And there is a Google Doc for you to click on. So what you can do with this, now you can't write right on here. So if you want to print it out, write on it, send it in, you're going to be brainstorming. So there is a 2-minute video here on how to brainstorm. So you're going to watch this video, and then this is really helpful. This is a video of the brainstorming being done by Mrs. Smith. So I'm going to show you the slides because this is going to look a little different. So you're going to type words or insert pictures of some character ideas. Type words or insert pictures of setting ideas. When you're done brainstorming characters and setting, decide which ideas you're most excited about. Then on the last slide, copy and paste your final choices. So there is a video of Mrs. Smith doing a sample of this for you. So characters, you could click and you could type. Okay, if you want to insert a picture, you could do that too. And you're going to type what kind of characters you want. Then you're going to do the same thing with setting. Remember, setting, where is this taking place? Where is this happening? Is it on a farm? Is it in your backyard? Is it in outer space? Is it on Mars? Because remember, this is a fantasy story, so this can be wherever you want. It could be on the moon, okay? Make it fun. And then brainstorm. So whatever you decide, your main characters, type your character here. Type your setting here, and type additional information, anything else that you are thinking. So again, this is how to brainstorm, and then this video, I'm not going to show you it now because it's 7 minutes. It's a little bit long, but Mrs. Smith goes through that whole process of selecting characters and the setting. It's being a little slow. Okay, so she goes through the whole thing. So she's creating her characters, okay? So she's saying cowgirl, a witch, a unicorn. Wow. She even shows you how to insert a picture if you want to put a picture there instead. If you want to put a fun picture. So it's really cool. I'm just kind of scrolling through to show you, but take the time to watch this. She does her settings. And then her brainstorming. So see, she's using a dinosaur. Very cool. So this might give you some ideas. Okay. So watch that video. Love this. And reading. So right at the top, May 5th. So you can listen to Miss Manna's video from yesterday if you need an example of how to make a connection. Find a fiction book, read for 20 minutes, or use Raz Kids if you don't have a book. And you're going to make at least one connection to the text. And then you're going to put your connection in the Google Doc. So here we have text to self, text to text, text to the world, text to world. So whichever one you choose, or you might have more than one, fill it in and press that turn in button. Okay, so try not to avoid doing the share, press the turn in button. So you're going to listen to the drill sounds video, the drill sounds warm-up video. Repeat all the sounds. There's paper that you could print out, and there's a dictation. You're going to write the words down, write the sentences down, and then you can email it to me. Okay, then there's an optional Cinco de Mayo video. If you want to learn more about Cinco de Mayo, you could click on that. And then science, same thing. Like I said, you're observing nature, observing outside. You can email that to me. A couple of videos to watch. So that's going to be due tomorrow. Okay, so that is all for today.